Let's spookify these bitches. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to it if this is your first time you're seeing me. This is Justine, my roommate, and today we are getting ready for a Halloween party. I've never done one of these videos before. This is strictly makeup based, and that's terrifying. Welcome to the beauty community. This is not gonna be great. Gonna be subpar at best.
So what I'm kind of being is like a skeleton, sugar skull person. I'm not gonna follow like these pictures like exactly, but like something like this. Skeleton face, no color really. My color is gonna be like pink accents. I'm wearing this shirt. So
I am going to be, if you can't tell from my hair, I'm going to be a clown, but more specifically, I'm going to be Pennywise the clown. This is the makeup inspiration I'm using. Shout out to Crispy on Instagram. This is going to be less of a tutorial and more of a get ready with us. We are in no way makeup artists or even good at this at all. What do you want to talk about? Want to talk about ghost stories that you have? Do you have any ghost stories?
because I wish I did.
I mean,
Do you?
I have some true crime stories. There's that one of the girl, I'm sure most people listening to this know this. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna use your mirror. There was this girl, this actually happened recently in like Hollywood. She was staying at this hotel, this like super famous hotel, and there's footage of her in an elevator like flipping out. I think her name is Elisa Lam or Lesia Lam or something. And there's like footage of her in an elevator. It's the last known footage of her, and she's like freaking out and looks like she's talking to somebody, but there's nobody there. There's no one else there. And the elevator in the video, because it's surveillance video, the elevator door stays open for like 4 minutes. Like it doesn't close, it doesn't try to close. That was the last time anybody ever saw her was that video. So then, I don't remember how much later, guests at the hotel were like complaining that the water pressure was low and that the water was like tasting funny. So they went up to the water tanks and they found her body in a water tank on the roof of the hotel.
That's disgusting.
Isn't that terrifying that these people were like tasting her decaying body?
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Isn't that the grossest thing you've ever heard? But like that was the whole mystery. They're like, how did she get in the water tank? Because like the lid to the water tanks are like minimum 20 pounds each. So she would have had to like by herself climb to the top of this water tank, take the top off, get in, also take off all her clothes and close the lid and then like drown in there or die in there.
And this was in Hollywood?
Yeah, and it was like in 2013 or something crazy.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't like an 80s. Most of the true crimes that I know of are in the 80s, but that one was like recently. If you Google it, I'm pretty sure it's Alessa Lam, you can like see the video.
What?
Like the video of her in the elevator.
I need to search that up.
No, you actually have to, but it freaked me out for some reason.
It's gonna freak me out, I feel like, though.
You could see her, she gets in the hallway and she like rubs her forearms together and like does weird shit with her hands. It's not cool. It's creepy. But I actually heard of that on the Jen and Julian podcast when they were talking about ghost stories. And then it's also on BuzzFeed Unsolved. BuzzFeed Unsolved posted a new video today.
Oh, really?
After like months and months, they posted a new video today. They went back to the Winchester Mansion. Do you know what that is?
No.
There's a movie called Winchester that I don't know if it came out this year or last year, but it's about the Winchester Mansion, which is also located in Hollywood, conveniently. So there was a thing called the Winchester rifle. It was like a gun company, or like the guns that were used in wars, I guess, like popular with soldiers in war. They're created by this man, obviously his name was Winchester, and he had a son who married this woman named Sarah. After the father who invented the company, after he died, his son died like literally 2 years after him, leaving 50% of the entire company to Sarah. There's a lot of theories on like why she did this, but like either went crazy or got told by a psychic she had to do it, or
wait, so she killed them?
Told by ghosts. No, they just died from like tuberculosis or something, because it was a long time ago. But she moved to California, like downtown Hollywood. Hollywood wasn't a thing yet, this was a long time ago, like the 1800s or something. She started building a house that at one point had over 500 rooms.
What?
Because apparently the ghosts told her, the ghost of the people that were killed with the Winchester rifle, basically, I don't know, this is a theory, but like basically the ghosts told her to keep building or she would die. So she built this house that has it doesn't anymore, but like had over 500 rooms, and with like staircases to nowhere and like doorways to nowhere that just led to the outside, like from the second floor. Apparently it's crazy, and there was a movie about it and I watched it and it was actually really good. I kind of want to see it. The house itself, since it's in Hollywood, it did turn into an attraction, and since it's like right downtown, there's like a lot of hustle and bustle around it, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's weird. Do you know any stories of like people that you know?
Well, the only ghost story I really know it's barely a ghost story. There was this thing called Haunted Canada. I don't know if it's a thing anymore, but I know that it's a book. The small town that I'm from was in this book. There's a place in my small town that's known as like the most haunted place in Canada. I actually don't know if it is anymore. And it's now converted into like a place you can buy pie and like a candy store. Multicultural center. There's 2 buildings on this property that are like the property I think is haunted. I don't know if like I don't know. There's this one lady who worked at like the place that's now a candy store. I used to go to this candy store when I went to school right next to this, and she would tell us ghost stories about this guy that haunts like the now candy store, that if you move this one particular chair, moved it away from the window, it would be back in front of the window. And she showed us like the scrape marks that are on the floor from when people have tried to move it, and it just moves back. And I tried to like push it and like move it away from the window, and it wouldn't move. Like it actually felt like it was like 400 pounds. And it was just like an old armchair. Like it wasn't anything
Like heavy or?
No, and it wasn't like bolted to the floor or anything. It just like wouldn't move.
Yeah, that's weird. I totally believe in ghosts and shit.
Oh yeah, I do too. And demons.
Really?
Yeah. I full on believe in all of that.
I don't really know much about that stuff, honestly. I just like hear ghost stories, and it's like it's fun. It's fun to believe in.
I agree.
It's like, oh my god, it's so interesting, and it's like people are like, that's not possible. It's like, why couldn't that be possible? Just because like we can't see and necessarily like prove it. It's like people just like.
No, I completely agree.
It's like, why isn't that possible?
Like that's not possible. Well, like before the light bulb was invented, people didn't think that was possible.
Sure.
I actually just watched a true crime. We're gonna talk a lot about BuzzFeed Unsolved. So if you wanna hang out with me, Ryan and Shane, I'm available. I actually watched one when I was at the gym today, because that's what I do when I do cardio, is watch BuzzFeed Unsolved, about the actual guy that invented, theoretically, I don't actually know, but like the motion picture. So like the first guy to do video.
Okay.
And he was from France apparently, and he created the video camera or whatever before. Who invented the video camera again?
I don't know.
I'm not a film student. We're not supposed to know this. Okay, so don't eat my ass because I don't know the name of the person who invented the movie. And he disappeared right before it. Like this guy that actually invented the video camera, he was going to New York the next day or something, so he could debut his. There's no way he was boarding a train to go to New York, but you know what I mean.
Oh, we boarded a train to take the boat.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. But he was boarding a train so he could go to New York eventually somehow and debut his movies to people in New York, because obviously once the Western world knows about something, it's global news. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the last time anybody saw him was boarding the train. Then he just reportedly completely disappeared off the face of the earth. Like they have no idea what happened to him.
So do they think that someone killed him?
There are a couple theories. There is the theory that the guy who actually in textbooks invented the camera. Ooh, it's such a common household name too. Like I completely forget what it was. Like if you hear the name, you'll totally know who it is. Yeah, there was rumors that had hired henchmen to kill him because he wanted to invent the camera. It's not a ghost story, I guess. I just need more ghost stories under my belt. I guess I could Google some.
My teacher, he went to somewhere in the States. I can't remember where it was, but it was like in like Idaho. Well, no, it was like somewhere like Louisiana or something actually. And he stayed in this house that it's a house, but now they like kind of like turn it into a hotel for like guests to stay in, but it's haunted. And like it's known that it's haunted. So like people that like that stuff like go and stay for fun. And they booked it for like 2 nights, and then like they didn't have like that much of an experience, but whatever, like they got there and it was definitely like eerie. And yeah, so they stayed at this place and they booked it for 2 nights. The very first night, I can't remember really what happened, but like the room beside them, it was another couple. They like left because they were like, this is sketch. Like I think something was like moving in their room and stuff, so they left because they got scared. So they stayed there one night and like whatever, and then like the next day they're like taking some tours, and they're like, this guy that used to live here, he hated women. They're like, sometimes at night he will press on women's chest, like trying to kill them and like trying to like choke them and stuff, like as a ghost. And they're like, okay, whatever. And then after that tour, my teacher's wife was like, we need to leave. We can't stay here again. That was happening to me last night. I literally felt like someone was laying on me. And so she got really scared, and so she left.
And there's no way she could have known that before the tour.
No, like she's just like, okay, I don't
that was
know,
just
like,
how she felt that night.
Yeah.
I love things like that. Horror movies? Hell yeah. Because I'm not in them, you know?
Yeah, and it's just cool to watch.
But like, being in a haunted house, I feel like you'd be living the horror, and that's just not fun. This one's called the Hinternacht Murders. A family saw footprints in the snow leading to their farm, but no footprints out of the farm. Ugh. A few days later,
Oh, jeez.
they were killed in their own home. There was evidence that the perpetrators were staying in their house or the farm before the killings. Oh my god. I don't even know what my eyebrows look like. They look terrifying. That's perfect though. You don't want nice fleeky eyebrows when you're going around killing kids, you know what I'm saying?
He kills kids?
Pennywise?
Or just haunts them?
Oh, he kills them. He eats them.
Like, that clown is pretty scary, right? Well, when we were kids, like, we were, like, obsessed with YouTube, and we came across that, and I was like, I have to watch this. But then, like, my brother, I was pretty little, and my brother's 4 years younger than me, so he was watching it with me, and then he was so scared for, like, a month. And, like, my grandma lives, like, right next door, and we're like, hey, go to grandma. She's like, I can't go alone, there's clowns. And then my mom got mad at me because I showed him.
This was not my original plan for Halloween, but I'm very glad that I'm doing it because I wanted to be 11 from Stranger Things, but I didn't want to be like first season like classic 11, like how people do like the blonde wig and the bleeding nose and the waffles and stuff. I wanted to be an outfit from season 3 that's already been leaked in pictures. But I mean, I couldn't find exact things, and I feel like if I wanted to be her, I'd have to be like exact. Comment down below if we look scary. I feel like you're gonna look like a skeleton Lana Del Rey. Happy Halloween. When you see this, I'm sure it'll be close to Halloween. Right, today is October 20th. We're doing this because Haley's birthday is tomorrow. My camera just stopped recording, not a clue why. This is where we're at. I think for the red Pennywise lines on my face, I'm gonna use lipstick and then eyeshadow.
Should I add pearls?
Pearls. Alright, let's start on the Pennywise-ness. I'm just gonna hold this mirror. I also smashed this mirror, so like if this doesn't work out, it's because I have 7 years of bad luck. Is that even? No. Hey, that's even!
Yeah, that looks good.
Do you think I should take these both off and make this going up and then out more? Because I'm a big, fat perfectionist. Let's pull it up a little more. You're gonna be done and like chillin', and I'm gonna try to frickin' do this for the 8th time.
Your mouth blood?
Yeah, I have mouth safe blood. I think my caption for a picture of me in this is hide your kids. I think this one's almost perfection. I think that's good. So now we're gonna smoke this out, and then we're gonna do up top. I'm just gonna use the same red in the Modern Renaissance palette. I love it so much. Oh, I'm so excited! Look how cute!
So last night we went to Valley Village to get John's costume.
Yeah.
There was like kind of like this some girl. She was like on drugs. She was popping pills in the store. Has a bottle, opens it, takes like multiple, and is like,
what the hell? Not like Advil?
no.
What do people take in pill form?
Comment down below. Oh, that much.
I know, I keep forgetting that I have this. Who drinks like that?
Should I draw something like just like
Yes.
uncomfortable?
Oh yeah, baby, that's what we're wanting. I can't wait to go outside like this because it's not Halloween yet, and people are gonna be like, excuse me, it's not Halloween. All of October is Halloween. So if any of you that watch this watch Jenna Marbles, she says that she has the too much gene. And I identify with this, like on a deep emotional level. I have the gene that is the too much gene. So right now you're like, oh, what else could she do? She looks like Pennywise, you know? In my mind, I'm like, what else could I do? And I want to add things. Even though I shouldn't, because then it'll ruin everything and then I'll cry. But I still am like, no, it needs more. It needs more. Holy shit, I love this. I feel like I should hash out my jawline a little bit though. Like I should put like I should contour with a little bit of black, I feel like, because he has a really pointy face. A psychopath. Oh yeah, no problem. We are now gonna go put our costumes on and take some pictures, and we will report.
What a nice boat. Well, I'm Pennywise.
Okay, so these are our completed looks. I hope you guys liked this video. It wasn't very interesting, I know, but I hope you guys have a super spooky Halloween. I know we're gonna have so much fun tonight. Let us know down below if you like these kind of videos. Like, subscribe, comment what you're gonna be for Halloween.
Thank you for watching.
And always remember, you'll float too.